Are you concerned about falling? In the next year, 1 in 4 seniors will experience a fall. Do not allow yourself to become a statistic. Tai Chi is proven to reduce your fall risk by 58%. Classes for all abilities are available throughout DuPage County. Tai Chi. Exercise for life. Exercise for you.
Alright, tap just below your collarbone. So remember, this helps to balance the energy in your kidneys.
I need that.
Tap the middle of your sternum, boost your immune system, and help your breathing. Always good to breathe.
Without it, you're not here.
Yeah. And tap the side of your ribs for your digestive system. Good. Tap the tips of your fingers together. Stimulate your brain.
Oh yeah. You gotta stimulate that.
Now, grab hold of one of your thumbs and gently massage your thumb. So try and get the whole thumb. And so you want to be twisting firmly enough that you can feel it, but not so firmly that you're twisting the bones. We don't want to twist the bones, okay? Now, as we massage each of our fingers, we are going to be stimulating some of our internal organs because of the way the energy flows in our bodies. So with our thumbs, we are stimulating our lungs. And move on to the index finger. And this is the partner organ to the lungs. It's the large intestine.
Oh yes.
Middle finger is your pericardium. Do we all know what our pericardium is? We do.
Sack around the heart.
It is the sac that surrounds and protects the heart. It's what keeps your heart safe.
Nothing like
Ooh. Oh, as long as it's a ring and not like something.
Not one of your fingers.
It's only one of your fingers has just fallen off.
Okay. Which one am I doing now? The middle one.
We're moving on to the ring finger.
I didn't know it's gonna go someplace.
Now the ring finger is a little bit odd. This is an organ that the Chinese call the triple warmer. And it actually refers to 3 areas of your body. The upper warmer is your diaphragm upward, so it's your lungs and your heart. And that's responsible for breathing and respiration, breathing and circulation. Your middle warmer is your diaphragm to your navel, so that's your stomach, your spleen, and your liver. So that's digestion and assimilation. Your lower burner is your navel downward, that's your intestines, your urinary bladder, your kidneys, and that's your sexual organs, and that's elimination and reproduction. And so it's the way those 3 areas work that they refer to.
Okay.
So if you've just had, or you're in the middle of your dinner, which would be the one of those that's working the most? The middle one,
Yeah.
because it's digestion. An hour later, which would be working most?
The ring finger.
The lower one, because it's elimination. Yes, that's the way it works, roughly. All right, small finger.
What does that one do?
Small finger is actually for 2. It is your heart and your small intestine.
The ring doesn't want to stay on.
Good, switch hands. So, other hand, your thumb is?
Digestive system.
No. What organ? Lungs.
The
There we
lungs.
go.
The lungs.
Lungs.
Should write that down.
And your index finger is? It's, so I heard this last year in a class I was taking, and they said, lungs and this, the only 2 organs that produce noises. And I'm like, oh my God, I totally get it. So the index finger is?
That is your.
Large intestine.
Yes, that's the large intestine.
And I thought that was so funny. It's so true. All right, middle finger. What was the organ for the middle finger?
That is.
Protects the heart.
Pericardium.
Pericardium.
Yeah.
And your ring finger? This is the odd one. The upper, middle, and lower, the triple warmer.
A triple one.
Warmer or burner. Because a lot of it's about temperatures, about how they work. And then your small finger is for 2.
Yes.
One of which is protected by the pericardium. Heart. And the last one is, it's not as big as the large intestine. Small intestine. Good. Shake your hands out a little bit. Good. Now, webs of your thumbs, very gently tap the webs of your thumbs together. Again, so your hands want to be nice and loose and relaxed. So this little sequence of massaging each of your fingers and then this tapping is really, really good for your hands. If you have arthritis or something like that, like do this regularly, especially this tapping. And so you just need to be nice and gentle with it. It doesn't need to be hard. Good. Now the next part is you're going to interlace your fingers. Now your fingers want to rub up onto the back of your opposite hand. If you're like this, I don't know what you're doing. So nice flat hands and let your fingers be relaxed so they're rubbing up onto the back of your opposite hand. So this tapping stimulates a set of acupuncture points called the 8 ghosts. And the 8 ghosts are responsible partly for keeping your fingers healthy and working. So as we massage them to bring blood and energy flow into them, and then we stimulate the 8 ghosts to help them to keep your hands healthy. Good. Now interlace your fingers again with your hands wide open. Now you're going to make circles with your wrists like this. Okay, so roll your wrists around in circles. So we're bringing range of motion into our wrists. And now change direction. And you might find that this way doesn't work.
Very well.
Yes, everybody does the first direction and, you know, it works reasonably well with most people. And then you try and do the other direction, it's like, what? Why won't my hands move? Eventually you'll figure it out. Everybody gets there eventually. But it's like that odd thing. I'll show you in a minute. So gently push one wrist up and then the other. Now we don't want to jar the wrists. Just make sure we got this nice gentle, bringing this range of motion into our wrists. Good. And then nod your wrists. Okay, so now notice which index finger is closest to you. And switch your hands so the other one is. Doesn't that feel wrong?
Yes.
It does, doesn't it? And there's no reason why it should. Alright, so now massage your palm. So I like to put my 4 fingers on the back of my hand and use my thumb on the palm to massage all over my palm.
You do this while you're watching television.
Yes, you could do this sort of thing while you're watching TV.
Somebody think you're a little crazy, but
Who cares?
who cares?
Again, if you're not interfering with anybody or affecting them, do what you like.
I'm gonna try that.
Good, now make a fist. With that hand, notice where your middle finger touches your palm. Open your hand
Doesn't
up.
want to get
Or where it would if it was, yeah.
Yeah, I got it, yeah.
And
it does.
gently press on that spot. Your heart. Because this spot, if you notice what organ was the middle finger?
The heart.
Pericardium.
Pericardium.
And so we use the pericardium to find where this spot is. Yeah, so this spot is a spot that's really, really good to help keep your heart healthy and safe.
That's why your wedding ring goes on that finger.
Your middle finger?
Middle finger?
Ring finger.
Ring finger.
Yeah, there's a number of ideas about why it's your ring finger, and I don't know why.
What's that?
I don't know. I've never worn one, so I can't wear jewelry. Good. Now rub the back of your hand. So again, I support my hand with my 4 fingers, and I use my thumb on the back to just massage all over the back of your hand. And you might find this a little bit sensitive because we don't really touch the backs of our hands except when we wash our hands. And most people don't wash their hands properly. So it can be sensitive purely because of lack of touch. Good. Now wrist. Gently massage your wrist. And your forearm. I still don't know why they're called forearms when we only have 2 of them. Elbow. And then switch sides. So again, 4 fingers on the back of your hand and use your thumb and massage all over your hand. And so you don't have to do all of this. Just do little bits. So like when you're watching TV, you know, those little moments during the day is like just do something that you remember. And if you do that, by the end of the day, it'll have added up a little bit. Good. Make a fist. Notice where your middle finger should touch your palm. Open your hand up, place the thumb of your other hand on that spot. And you can hold, you can press, you can massage, whatever feels best for you. Out of all of this, it's hard to say which is the most important, but this one is pretty important. So this for 1 minute on each hand every day. Good. Turn your hand over. Back of your hand. Again, massage the back of your hand. Really quite how you do it doesn't matter as long as you're doing it. It all helps to stimulate the skin, the fascia, the flesh, the blood flow. Who as a parent, when their kids came in with an injury, the first thing that you did was rub it? Yeah. All right, rest. Gently massage your wrist. And forearm. elbow, and shake your arms out. Good. Right. So your hands should feel good now. Your arms should feel nice and warm. Maybe a little tingly with the blood and the energy flowing through them. So put your hands at your sides. And your hands float up to the height of your shoulders. Your hands sink down. Float up and in. Out. Down. Up. Open. Close. Hold that ball, bring it down. Circle up one side. Across and down the other. Stop at the bottom, change direction, circle up the other side. Across and down, then from your lap, up to your nose. Down to your belly, hands on your belly. Ladies, put your right hand first. Gentlemen, your left, cover with the other hand. Push your belly out. Suck your belly in. Hands on your knees again. Breathe in, float up. Breathe out, sink down. Breathe in, up and in. Breathe out, out and down. Breathe in, up and open. Breathe out, close and down. Breathe in, circle up. Breathe out, circle down. Change. Breathe in, circle up. Breathe out, circle down. Breathe in to your nose. Breathe out to your belly. Breathe in, push your belly out. Breathe out, suck your belly out. Good. And again. Breathe in. Breathe out. 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 Good. So the earth's energy rises and sinks. The earth's energy flows in and out. The universe expands and contracts. And the sun rises in the east. And the moon sets in the west. The energy of the universe flows in and down to our center. We feel the energy of the earth and the universe expand within us and compress. Good. So Earth's energy is a rich gold. It rises and sinks. It rises and flows into our chest and down to our belly. The energy of the universe is the silver of the stars. And the glow of the sun. And its reflection in the moon. And we bring in the silver of the sun, the moon, the stars. And we press that silver down into our center. We feel the gold and silver expand within us. And we compress it down to store it, to give us energy for later on. So nice and gentle. So first is the gold of the earth, and that naturally sinks to our center. And then the silver of the stars. Of the sun. And the moon. And we gather that silver in. Press it down to our center. Feel that energy expand within you and then compress it down to store it. One more. And thank you for joining me this morning.
Thank you for having us.